Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach with Zach Attack Cards, and we're heading into week 8 of Football Card Showdown, which we have a pretty exciting opening for this one. It's definitely a little different and a little special. I hope y'all are as excited as I am. But before we get into that one, let's do the usual. Head back to the week that was, week 7, and see how we did. So Tampa Bay took on Detroit in the early game. The Cards chose Detroit, Tampa Bay, and unfortunately Detroit picked up the victory there, dropping the record to 5-5. In the nightcap, or second game, Houston at Seattle. The Cards chose Houston in a very close one, and unfortunately they were wrong yet again, as Seattle pulled out the victory, which drops our record to 5-6. So we are one game under 500 again. So a little rough. Obviously, we had the 4-game win streak there, or 3 to 4, somewhere in that range, whatever you want to call it. And we got above 500. We were doing quite well. And one bad doubleheader will do that to you. So now we got to pick it up one game at a time for the rest of the season. We have Washington at Kansas City in week 8, and we'll have to see who the Cards are taking in this one. I think it's pretty easy to tell who the favorite is, but I think it will end up being actually a pretty good game. But what we're opening up, let's move these guys, is one of the Absolute Football Calendar 2025 countdown calendars. I barely fit this whole box on camera. 72 cards. 24 countdown packs, 3 cards per pack. So very similar to the Score a Treat packs, but these obviously have the ability to get you a kaboom. As you can see back here, the retail version, the horizontal, and then all the regular stuff, the Rookie Wave, the Hog Heaven Draft Diamonds by Storms, yada, 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 yada. Also, Holiday Suit. That's a different one. I've never opened one of these before. I was able to find one at my local Walmart, so I thought, you know what? Why not? $50? Not too bad, hopefully. And we will see if it's actually worth the money. So we'll do like a mini review while we're having our fun here. So while we try to open this bad boy up, let's review the scoring rules, and then we'll dive right in. So the scoring rules are as follows. Any veteran or team card is an extra point worth 1 point. Any rookie card is a safety worth 2 points. Any insert or numbered non-auto or relic is a field goal worth 3 points. And lastly, any auto or relic is a touchdown worth 6 points. This thing is just hard to get open, geez. All right, so there we go. Like I said, these sell for $50. They've been appearing at Walmart, at least in my area, with relative regularity. And it opens, oh man, this is cool. Look at the Joe Burrow kaboom. Gonna be really hard to fit on the camera, but very cool. Let's see if we can't just dig all the packs out of here. That way we don't have this kind of annoying thing in the background. Or I wonder if we can... Gonna have to take it off camera for just a hot second. See if we can just kind of tear into the whole thing and pull out all the packs. This has a little bit of a time saver. But definitely could be a lot of fun for kids. We'll have to see what you can actually get out of here. Hopefully they're not as bad as the dollar packs that you can find. Some of the packs. Slowly but surely we're getting there. And hopefully the packs aren't as hard to open as the Score a Treat packs either. There's that. But very neat, very neat. I haven't done an advent calendar myself in years, but they were a lot of fun back in the day. I think that should be it. Let's see here. Can we even put this off to the side? It's going to end up reflecting a lot of light, so either way, so we should have 24 packs. Let's do a little count up just to make sure I didn't miss any in the box. Apologies for the lengthy beginning. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. There we go. All right, so we do have all 24 packs. So finally, without further ado, let's kick off what should be at least a slightly festive opening. And there's what your packs look like. Absolute Football Countdown to Fun. Every pack is the same. They don't put a day on these. That's on the actual box. But they do put what you can pull on the back of each pack, which is pretty cool. And what's it say here? So, 1 non-base card in approximately every pack. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you should get some sort of insert or something in every pack. But kicking it off, when we already have like a Christmas parallel of Jahmyr Gibbs. Look at that. Like a plaid parallel. That's really cool. Not numbered or anything, but are they all like that? Oh, they're all like that. That's cool. So it's not a parallel. Like I said, first time opening this one. So, man, these are cool. I like these. Oh, there's a nice rookie. Emeka Egbuka. Doing just a great job down there for the Bucks. And Kyle McCord for the Eagles. On to pack number 2. I will say they do seem easier to open than the score treat packs, so that's a big plus. And we got a nice one on the back here. Theo Johnson. Draft Diamonds, Alex Highsmith. Cool insert. And look at that, Cam Skattebo. One of the big guys everybody's after, especially in my area. Mr. Skattebo and Jackson Dart. Hopefully we can get one of each here. But still looking for Washington or Kansas City. And we got Tyreek. Hog Heaven, Dylan Gabriel. That's a really nice insert. I'm liking Absolute so far. And Jalen Noel for the Texans. So it seems like you get a rookie and an insert in every pack, roughly. Jake Ferguson for my Cowboys. Rookie wave, Jalen Royals for the Chiefs. So the Chiefs have scored. And Woody Marks for the Houston Texans. Lots and lots of rookies coming out of here. There were at least 5 of these on the shelf when I went, so just grab one because didn't know what to expect, and I like to leave stuff for others. James Cook for the Bills. The boys in blue, Dart and Tesla, ready to put points on the board. So there's a Dart rookie, so there you go. And then Kenneth Grant. So, not exactly the base Dart, but perhaps we'll get there. Kicking off with the next one. The names are a little difficult to read since it's red on red. Chase Brown. Skattebo by Storm. Love the by Storm cards. And Matthew Golden, who's another tremendous rookie. Going to keep all the real good rookies out to the side here. Washington still yet to score. I'm surprised we haven't pulled more Chiefs. I feel like the products tend to be chock full of Chiefs. George Kittle. And look at this. We get another Dart. This is Abdul Carter and Dart introductions. And Ty Robinson for the Eagles. So hit every team in the NFC East with the exception of Washington so far. And Now we move ahead to, we start with Jordan Love for the Packers. Introductions, Amaran Hampton and Harris. So Hampton could be a real solid player. I haven't seen too many of his stats this year. And Jalen Walker for Atlanta. Ooh, just shot my little Chiefs helmet right out of there. Hopefully y'all are enjoying it. This has been pretty fun so far. We're only about halfway through. We have Okonkwo for the Titans. We have Tyler Shupp and Jalen Milroe. And Tyleek Williams. I don't know why I'm putting almost everything off to the side here. This one feels quite thick. I'm going to leave that one till last. So, let me see. Can you get memorabilia cards in here? Signature rookies. So you can get autos. Oh, maybe it's the holiday suit. I bet that's the what the patches are. And we have Freiermuth. Riley Leonard on the rookie wave, which I think used to come out of playoff, if I remember right. And Jalen Royals, this time the base card. So the Chiefs have scored again. Meanwhile, Washington just continues to struggle. J.J. McCarthy. Oh, Patrick Mahomes, Hog Heaven. Oh, Kansas City again. And Savon Jones for Denver. Moving on to David Montgomery, Jared Goff, and Savon Jones again. So not the biggest set. What did it say? It's a 200 card set, 100 base, red and green, and 100 rookies, red and green. And Jamar Chase, followed by Jalen Noel. And Jalen Royals again. Wow, Chiefs are really piling it on now. Washington's got a long way to go. I mean, I figure you got to see a Jaden Daniels in here somewhere. You know, maybe a Scary Terry. Quentin Johnston. Oh, there we go. Rookie trio ready to rock in New York. You got Dart, Scatabo, and Carter. It's a nice one. And Ty Robinson. Yep, people are into it around here, man. Those two guys. And I mean, Carter, I think, is playing pretty well too, but the other two guys, everybody's into. Joe Burrow on the Hog Heaven. And DJ Giddens for the Colts. I do really like the amount of inserts and stuff you get. Brock Bowers, right? Very nice. Jack Betch for the Raiders. And Shavon Ravel Jr. for my Cowboys. Wow, still no Washington. It's just unbelievable at this point. Kenneth Walker for Seattle. Draft Diamonds, Jalen Hurts. And a rookie, Dylan Gabriel. Take that one off to the side. Says I think he's going to end up starting some games for the Browns, if he hasn't already. I don't follow the Browns all that closely, but... Josh Allen. Rookie wave, Quinshawn Judkins. And Jihad Campbell. Man, I think it's going to be kind of crazy if we go through 72 cards and don't get a single commander. We got Tua. By Storm, Cam Ward. Man, these cards are gorgeous. Absolutely love those every year. And Xavier Watts for Atlanta. Joe Mixon. Draft Diamonds, Christian Benford. And for the Bills, Maxwell Hairston. And we're getting there. Just a handful of packs to go. I think this one's all but decided. Alec Pierce. Caleb Johnson by Storm. And by Shul Tootin. 2 packs to go, and then we go to the thick one. And look at that, Pacheco. So Kansas City pours it on. Max Crosby and Pat Bryant. Last pack. Well, before the last pack. So penultimate pack, I guess. We have Drake London kicking it off. Followed by Luther Burden. Not a bad one. And Tez Johnson. So no Commanders unless they're in this pack. There we go. Gino. Let's go to the back. Kenneth Grant. And Shedeur Sanders. Holiday suit. Look at that. That really reminds me of the holiday patches and stuff that you can get in Donruss and even some of the ones they do for baseball. But that's really cool. So no Commanders. So this one's pretty well in hand. But let's just add it up anyway. So that's a rookie. That's an insert. Insert rookie. So we got 1 point. We got 2 safeties, 5 points. And then 2 inserts, 6. So 11-0. Kansas City takes this one. 11-0. Man, that was a lot of fun. I would highly recommend these. These are a lot of fun. And got some really nice inserts and rookies and stuff. Dylan Gabriel, Ward, whole bunch of the different Giants ones. No base cards of Dart and, oh no, I got Scadabo's base card. I didn't get a base Dart, but that's all right. Maybe we'll grab another one if I see him out there. It's really a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend this, but at the same time, them being advent calendars, at least in my mind, I like to make sure that there are some for the kids out there, because this is definitely something that could easily get them into the hobby. It's just a lot of fun, especially if you're going to get like a holiday patch like this, or maybe an auto or a kaboom like in each one or something like that. That'd be really cool. But with that said, that's wrapping up this video. Kansas City's going to take it. That's who I think is going to end up taking this one, but I think it could be pretty close. Washington is not a bad team. They're a little up and down so far this year, but Jaden Daniels is slumping a little bit, but I think there's plenty of time for those guys to get it figured out, but I think this game belongs to Kansas City. With that said, if you could head down below, click the subscribe button, click the like if you enjoy openings just like this. We will have Football Card Showdown every Monday for the entirety of the Monday Night Football season. And we'd love to have you along for the ride. We also put out videos every Monday and Friday, of course. And we do all kinds of other things. Openings, reviews, card show pickups, and all of that fun stuff. And as I've said numerous times before, the whole point of the channel is just to have fun. That's what we do here. And I hope you guys want to come along for the ride and are having as much fun as I am. But last thing to say is just thank you. Thank you guys very much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you out there. Thank you for supporting the series and the channel. It's absolutely mind-boggling to see the numbers and reactions and comments and stuff like that. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, guys, thank you guys. Thanks to each and every one of you. I really appreciate that. But we'll get on out of here. Keep this video at least a little bit shorter, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.